In this episode, we continue to explore the fauna and flora and the valleys of the Baviaanskloof, visit a local business, mingle with the locals, explore the fountains, set up camp in another beautiful spot, solo off-roading through the mountain and enjoy the campfire. This is the second episode of the Baviaanskloof series. In this episode, we have made our way to Doringkloof Bush Camp. On our way here, we have drove through this beautiful valley with mountains on either side, but also we have met up with a guy pure by incident with the name of Patrick, and Patrick took us around the area where he lives and showed us very interesting stuff. We will continue down this road to go and set up camp. It is around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I hope that there will be time for us to go and do at least one trail. Welcome to Mzanzi.X, where we explore planet Earth, one campsite at a time. Guys, this is clean water coming out of the earth. Clean water. Wow, amazing, eh? Clean water coming out of the earth. So guys, this is Patrick. Patrick lives here on this farm amongst the community. Patrick has just told me there are no pump station here that's pumping this water from under the ground. This water, they have drilled this hole in 1937. It has never stopped. There are no pump stations. It is the pressure of the underground river that's pushing this water naturally up. This is amazing. Never stopped since 1937. Can you believe that? So Patrick told me that this tree has fallen over on the 20th of October 2020. But even more remarkable is that it's already growing again. It's just not going away. No, not anytime soon. I had to construct an unusual structure here to keep the wind from my fire, because the wind is so strong that the fire doesn't have a chance to burn the wood properly. There's no enough heat generated. Had to make a plan, eh? Look at this. Good morning, guys. I had a peaceful sleep. Very, very chirpy birds this morning, but that is okay. Now, what does today holds up for us? Gonna do a couple of scenic nature trails, explore the area, and then we will be off to our next destination. I've showed you guys my coffee station. Tell me what you think about it. Put some comments for me and tell me your experience with minimal setups and coffee stations that you have set up on your travels. Let's go and explore. Alright, coming up to our first gate. Being alone, gotta get out, open the gate, close the gate. After I'm through, then move on. 200 meters up the road, second gate. Procedure starts again. Hopefully, prayerfully, I should rather say, that nobody get hurt and whatever in this tip over. Doesn't look too serious, but you never know. I just hope, pray that nobody got hurt in this event. Such a beautiful toerspoor track. One of those where, if you like me, who's all by myself, you ask yourself, is this irresponsible to do it as a solo? Just too punctious and you're kind of in trouble out here. But I'm confident we'll get through this. This Jeep Grand Cherokee is very capable of handling this track. So memorable adventures are made when you're out of your comfort zone. And I must admit, I am way out of my comfort zone. Also a little bit nervous, I must admit. And the Jeep suspension is handling this very well. Very steep downhill coming. This track is rough and uneven, scattered with small, loose rocks that have sharp edges capable of easily cutting a tire. I had to navigate carefully and at slow pace to prevent any damage. As a solo traveler, this is the sequence I follow every time when I encountered a closed gate. If you have found the gate closed, you have to close the gate behind you again. However, if you have found the gate open, you can just drive through and leave it open. But if there are many closed gates, you have to repeat this over and over and over. It can become quite a physical task of in and out, but it adds to the adventure. As you guys know, I enjoy ground tent camping. It is perfect for base camping. It allows you to set up camp once, while every day you explore different areas, different routes in that same vicinity. Love ground camp tenting for that. However, in the Baviaanskloof series, I do car camping and still base camping. Now that creates an actual dilemma for me, especially when I like a campsite, like this particular campsite, where I still want to go and explore, but don't want to lose my campsite. Still want to sleep at that same campsite when I get back. Now, how do I do it? I just leave a little table, like today. I just left a table. I put a towel over there. I've left some braai hood. That gives prospective other campers that come into this area a sign that this campsite has already been taken. And therefore, when I get back from my exploring of an area, I still have the campsite that I had the previous day. Would like to hear from you what you guys are doing when you're doing base camping, with car camping as well as rooftop tent camping. What do you guys do to ensure that you don't lose a particular campsite that you want to use again for that specific evening or the next couple of days? Leave a comment down in the comments. I would like to hear, because maybe you can also suggest some other brighter ideas on how you did. I just left the table, put a towel over it, left some braai hood, and that have done the trick for me. I'm looking forward to hear from you guys. It looked like tonight's fire is even better than last night. Right, so same as last night, guys. I'm just making fire, and then I'm going to prepare my meat, chicken, sausage, and I'm just going to cook it for me on the coal. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning again. Thank you and good night. Good morning, everyone. This is our final day. We have stayed another evening, and we are going to pack up now and close out this episode right here. Thank you very much for joining us on this memorable adventure. We have achieved all our objectives. We have by accidental, I must admit that. I'm not going to say that that was planned, but we bumped into a guy with the name of Patrick. He showed us something that otherwise we would not have known or filmed it. We have done yesterday, we have done a off-road trail in this area. That was my first time that I've done something like that. And on top of it, I did it solo. Must admit, there was lots of butterflies, lots of nervousness. But as you have seen, the scenery was magnificent. And we had a very successful day. We had a nice braai last night again. And I'm going to have my coffee and pack up here, and then we will leave. Thank you very much for joining us on episode 2 of the Baviaanskloof series. If you have not seen episode 1, please go back. Link is in the description below, and go and watch that as well. If you by now have come to the conclusion that you enjoy the type of material, the type of content, and how we present it, can I please ask you and invite you to please subscribe to our channel. That will help us then grow this channel. Also tell your friends about it, share it with others, and do the YouTube thing like it. Thank you very much, and until next time, cheers.